Hey, welcome back to Art Adventures, guys. So today is day 4 of Inktober, and day 4, the prompt is radio. So again, I am sticking with the theme of the new game Among Us, and trying to do all of Inktober with that theme, and kind of creating new characters, custom characters that that I can come up with from the prompt of the day. So this one was a little difficult. This one was a little tricky to think of because I didn't want to just do a radio. It was a little bit more difficult for me to think of something a little outside the box. So I didn't want to, make the backpack a radio because you wouldn't be able to see it. And then I also didn't want to just put a radio on the side. And I was trying to figure out how would I be able to create a custom character that looks like a radio for the Among Us theme. And this is what I came up with. So I'm doing like an old school radio with the antennas on top, the nozzles, and that little, I guess, dial board in order to tell you what channel you're on. So it was pretty difficult to figure it out, but once I finally thought of it, I thought it was a pretty cool idea and a pretty cool design. And then I just kind of did a little bit of a background of like this 90s theme, MTV style, kind of pop art-ish comic book scene behind it to give it a background. So it's not just a floating Among Us character on a white sheet of paper. But I've been enjoying Inktober so far, and 4 days in, and I'm kind of excited on how creative I've been able to come up with some different ideas, thinking outside the box, and really enjoying this. And I was going to do the alternative prompt list, which was I guess sponsored by Primal, and they changed 4 days, 4 themes, 4 prompts, and those prompts were one of them was for today, and they changed radio and changed it into the word pray. And so that would have been a little easier, but I didn't want to shy away from the actual prompt itself. So I decided to stick with this one. Kind of took a while to figure out exactly what I wanted to do as far as the prompt goes. So I ended up coming up with this guy, and it's a pretty fun one, thinking of it. This brush pen is awesome for those fine lines, but it is so hard and difficult to do it on command. There's so much, the tiny little pressure kind of gives you guys a harder, a thicker line or heavier line weight than anticipated sometimes, and it is difficult to use. But it's so fun to use because just getting those different line weights when you want them, sometimes even when you don't want them, it ends up looking really good. So, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and do some of this detail, and these I'm gonna I'm gonna color each day after I do the recordings, and color them with my alcohol markers, the Ohuhu alcohol markers, to finish them off and kind of finish these drawings. And I think this one will pop a lot, going with that 90s theme. Pop art theme. Sometimes I just want to use that fine liner from the Faber-Castell, but I really enjoy using this brush pen and just kind of practicing. So as much as it's challenging to use, I am getting a little bit better at it. Probably one of my favorite parts of this drawing is the little slice of pizza. Some of these lines I won't be outlining, just because I want them to be done in just color without being outlined. So if I can do them with the Ohuhu markers and not have a black outline, I think some of the designs require it to make it look how I would want it to look. I'm really shaky on this side. All right, I'm just gonna finish up this detail on this cassette player, and I will be done with day 4. Alrighty, and that is it. So there is day 4, Raido, my Among Us character, custom design, 90s theme. This was one of my favorites so far. Really enjoyed yesterday's Majin Buu, but this one was pretty fun to come up with and be creative with. So with that, I will see you guys tomorrow for day 5. Bye.